Okay, Coach, we are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Ready, boys, ready. 58's Mike. I'm coming after you. 11. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Noah Brown, the Ohio State man, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Double.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Ready. 58's Mike. Check.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready. 25. Mike's 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check.
Now Ryan.
49.
Don't let him breathe.
That's caught by Hollister. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. Got a man. It's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Down. Ready. Ready. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Ready to go.
Again, Ryan. Jones has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
45's the mic.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Joker, Joker. Joker, Joker. Check nickel, nickel.
Middle.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Run you over.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They run here with Singletary, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
45. Mike, 45. Not here.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player, but he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Bryant's pass taken in by Ridley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You can't block me. Out, 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 out. Check, check.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point, good by Aguayo. And the lead is now 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go, let's go.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Ryan. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Falcons 7.
Allen gonna throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time.
Here's Allen. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Mike, boys, 43. Check, 43. I'm coming.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Switch up.
Throwing again. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A good pickup there. 26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
You got him. You got him.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
No chance. Go.
Now Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Tack McKinley. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54, stop.
Now Ryan.
Let's go, D.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's not the second time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
45's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Slam, slam.
They run. This is Scarborough. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
13 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
52.
43. 43
From the 38, Allen. This complete to Jones. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14.
That's another Bills first down.
40. 14-yard line. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Allen now looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We play to win. Let go.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. This will be caught by Brown. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Throwing again, Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ryan now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Ryan will throw again. He completes it to Jones. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Now Ryan on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass.
To throw again, Ryan. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Muhammad Wilkerson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ed Oliver in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20 to 10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it the distance.
Touchdown.
No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Extra point, good by Aguayo. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
They try again with Scarborough. Fights him off. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
And bring it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that's complete to Croft. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tech McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Allen off the play fake. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. On third and long, it's Allen. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 7. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get this score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Check Mike 45. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Allen. And Jeffrey's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 49-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the
Here's Allen to throw it. Finding Knox there, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
45. 19. Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Allen now on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Check, 43.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
They don't want it.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, down 80. Check Mike 45. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Allen from the gun on third down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 3. Check out.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Check Mike.
It's Scarborough again. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They come out here in the eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Aguayo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
We're going to work.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on.
Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
That's our ball, baby. That's our ball. Yeah!
Justin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
On second down and 4. Allen. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
We got this. We got this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Ricky.
This is Scarborough.
Rhino.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
I know he ain't got it.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
45 is Mike. 45. You go night.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
45, 19.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Scarborough. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's it, baby.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists. exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic of how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Ryan. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still tied here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G.
Singletary again, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
The Bills on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 9. Now Allen. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Allen gonna throw, and he fires one, but incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first, and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan caught by Jones. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 53 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
Here we go.
Shoot.
Hey, express.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Ryan, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch.
The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And Freeman lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job, D.
Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run here with Singletary. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Regular. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 45.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Stop me out here.
The Bills send the punter out. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And taken right at the 35. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. The Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Ready. Watch the lady.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58, right over there.
Throwing again. Ryan.
Stop your whining.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Noah Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
45. Mike, 45.
Watch the run.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They go right back to Singletary. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
319.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Buffalo, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.